What's happening, then? It's your boy Carla Pasha. I'm back again. We back again. That's what happened when you do stuff in the live world. It happens. You have technical difficulties, but we back.
Right.
And we gonna give you this work. In fact, we just gonna go around the table. Y'all know who we is, but we like to hear our voice sometimes. We like to introduce ourselves once again. Go on, tell the people who y'all is.
Man, y'all know who it is. It's your boy Car, the host and creator of Car's Corner. Check me out on YouTube and IG. Car's Corner. One word. I appreciate y'all for having me today.
Glad to have you, brother.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, it's your boy. I've been gone for a minute. It's the Afro Rican, the AR. Good to see y'all, man. Good to be back in the booth with y'all cats. Appreciate the invite.
All right, Curtis Clay. Now, somebody might know me as that nigga that be talking shit in the Facebook. But, you know, it's nothing but love, man. And I do have my own podcast named Husbandry. And we talk about, you know, growing men into husbands. And some of y'all don't want one of those.
Wow. Okay. Already.
Keeping it real.
Did you miss me?
Oh, Lord. Here we go.
You a hater.
That's why he been quiet the whole time. We been setting up because he was just waiting to explode.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
That nigga's a nut.
Oh, man. Yes, indeed,
My
man.
boy done already assaulted half the guests. Let's go.
Hey, man, we appreciate y'all coming, man. We took a little break off. We was gonna, we had something lined up, something real big and juicy, and it didn't work out. But I'll let Ralph talk about that a little bit more.
Scheduling, man.
Yeah.
People got lives. They ain't getting paid. Scheduling. We gonna reschedule that, and we'll get that done. That's all.
Sound
Yeah.
Sean, you know, he was a little distraught.
Yeah, I was down because we had a whole setup, everything, and when it crashed on Thursday, I was like, "You got to be kidding me!"
I think he's still upset about that.
I was a little hurt, man, but it is what it is. Ralph is a lot more. He more apt to when stuff don't work out. I'm the one that be like, man, I don't know what to do now. I'm through. Just leave me alone. And then he be like, dude, I got it. What you talking about? We put it together. I be like, man, I'm good, man. Go on and
Go in this corner pouting. Let's go, man.
Yes, indeed, man. But anyway, man, we got a lot to talk about, man. I don't even really want to do the news, but I feel like we need to do a little bit. Just a little bit.
That's what I came for.
For the news?
Love this segment.
What's up?
Well, as you all know, P. Diddy has been brought up on a number of sexual assault charges. And it seems that every time one comes out, another three come out. And it seems like more and more people have more and more evidence. My question on that is, the people around him, did anybody pull him to the side and say, yo, you need to chill? Because we always talk about holding each other accountable.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all think that anybody in his circle pulled him to the side and was like, bro, you doing too much?
No, I don't think so. Because more than likely you're on the payroll. And if that's your boss, you ain't going to tell him nothing.
Free Diddy, man.
You know what I'm saying? How many celebrities and people out there feel like they untouchable?
I don't believe half of the shit.
Why don't you believe it?
Because then nobody want to say nothing until they seen him pass out a check.
Mm-hmm.
All these speculations about what happened when he was here, when he was there. Ain't nobody tried to touch him. I don't believe it, dog. Checks get handed out. Everybody got a case. That probably wasn't even a real case, but like I said on the last other show, powers that be said, man, just get rid of that. People trying to get paid, man.
Yeah.
Whatever was happening with Diddy, they was either liking it or they just don't want to talk about it. All of a sudden, his money come out, now everybody got something to say.
Yeah.
Tyson didn't do it either. Neither did Tupac.
Well, I believe he should have settled quickly because now the floodgates are open. Like, she came to him to like, hey, this is the case I have against you, and this is the dollar amount I want. Because the case is, her case, Cassie, wasn't a criminal case. It was a civil case. And it could have been deaded right there. If it, if all the things was true, could have been deaded right there. But he called her bluff, and now he's paying for that bluff by having more people coming out of woodworks. I'm not worried about his is he guilty or not, but now it's like the reason why she was able to sue Diddy is because she fell under the same guides of Catholic priests. I'm gonna explain myself first. Catholic priests. When Catholic priests molested boys back in the day, and they became grown men, then they made a law where they can go back and sue the Catholic Church. So now Cassie said, okay, I can use that law too. So if y'all have some women out there that you think you did wrong, they can come back and sue you.
Well, what happened recently was in the state of New York, they lifted the statutory, the
statute of limitations.
Statute of limitations. They lifted it, and I think the deadline to file was like 2 weeks ago, and that's when all of it. When you heard Jamie Foxx was accused of something, Axl Rose was accused of something. It was a lot of celebrities that was accused of something in the state of New York, and that's when the Cassie thing kind of blew up. But they settled the next day.
Yeah, so just like that, he called her bluff, and now she's a millionaire, and there's other people like, he touched my hand too.
But if he's paying them off, don't you think that makes him look guilty?
No.
If he were.
That's business.
No, yes, business.
That's business.
That's business, yeah, because it's like many companies pay people off.
Yeah, that's business. Go
to
away.
say we had no culpability.
And go away.
But then he tried to fight that junk at
Even
first.
if
Like
it's
he was
false.
like, I don't even But when she had some evidence toward that man, he was like, I'll pay it. Fuck.
He was in a meeting, man. They say, hey, man, give her that little money, man. Get rid of her, man.
Right, you're a billionaire.
And it was a record company. She had a record company in that case as well. So had she gone through with hers, it would have been a lot more people outside of Puffy, and that's why I mean the people around him and the culpability of everybody that kind of knew what was going on with him and Cassie.
I'd rather pay you to go away than pay this lawyer to make you go away. Anywhere it go, you going away. Take the little money, get away from me, man.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense. But at the same time, I mean, when the story came out, it's not like I kind of believe he probably did a little bit. Because of all the stories that we heard, all his inside celebrity friends done exposed him that say about him. So I'm not surprised that anything like this has happened. So of course, when she did a civil lawsuit, he did kind of like, nah, I don't believe you. Then I feel like presented some sort of evidence. He was like, all right, I'll give you the money, no problem. Now I will.
He ain't make that decision. Companies made that decision.
I mean, of course, the company made the decision because he don't know no better.
Companies made that decision. Anything he got his name on, man, they like, yo, just pay her.
And he's pulling a lot of businesses, or he's pulling himself out of
it's all part of the plan. Yeah.
And I personally believe I feel like he did some of the stuff too, but the issue I had was with Cassie. If you're gonna go this far with it, my point is that if you're doing it for money, that's one thing, but if you know that this is probably gonna happen down the line, follow through with it and put all of the stuff out there, because the point of this is to stop this person from doing what they're doing. That's just my perspective. So follow through with it, because you're going to get your money regardless.
When the book coming?
Well, you know the book going to come. So.
Or she was just waiting on her opportunity.
And I ain't even saying he completely innocent. I ain't saying that. But when the book, man, this is a money thing. This is all money. You didn't teach young girls nothing. Nothing at all, but to take a check. That's Hollywood, man. Everybody want to go to Hollywood, man. But there's so many reports coming out, man. Hollywood ain't what they thought it was.
And that's why I don't
I
put
just seen
nothing past
Terrence Howard
nobody.
on TV talking about he only made $12,000 for
Hustle and Flow. Right.
What you had? Did you have that $1,200 before you made it? Or $12,000? Did you have it before you made it? Did you sign that contract? You was broke when you signed it. You did what you had to do. A lot of people in Hollywood, it seems like they doing that. They broke. They doing what they had to do.
Yeah.
Now they mad because the money done dried up. Everybody, you can't even look at them or somebody trying to hold you off in court.
I mean, there's a lot of angles we can look
Absolutely,
at this.
man.
There's a lot of angles. So we don't know who really is in the wrong or the right.
If she would have fought it out, man, I'd have believed her 100%. If she would have been like, yo, I don't want his money. I want him locked up.
Right.
I'd have been like, yo, man,
so it's money over justice.
Absolutely. Where she been since you heard anything since she got her
Not
check?
at all.
Come on, man.
Not at all.
Yeah, I mean, did Puffy do something wrong to her? He signed, what I know, he signed her to a 10-album deal. Whitney Houston don't have 10 albums, man. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I don't want to do all that, man, because I'm gonna start talking crazy about her talent. So, I don't want to do all that.
Well, we can all agree on that.
Yeah,
So
that's just,
Right.
Yeah. But
She at the right place at the right time.
Yeah. So did she really? Well, of course she was a victim. If all the stuff that she said happened to her, she was a victim. Sometimes, this is my opinion. Sometimes people with no power get power, which means I'm saying like women that she became powerful hanging with Diddy. Is that? It's safe to say that that's true. She became somebody.
Hell no.
I ain't gonna say that.
Hell no.
Okay, I could be wrong because
I think she had her light before she got with Diddy.
I ain't know that.
Yeah,
I ain't know that.
I ain't gonna do
So
it
I
like
stand
that.
corrected.
Yeah, I ain't gonna do her like that. I'm just saying. Let's move on from that, man. I don't want to do that.
See, I
don't want to do
Hey, look,
that.
everybody,
I heard she
I was
actually
wrong.
wanted a kid with him, and he wanted to do that.
See, now you gossiping. I don't want to.
yeah, I don't know nothing about it.
Cassie wasn't all that, y'all. She wasn't all that.
She was fine, though.
That's about it.
Play her like that.
She's beautiful, man. See there, everybody, Kirk was wrong. See, I can say that. I was wrong.
Well, you shut up.
Oh, hey, they probably happy to hear that. If we got some people that's in the room that be on, they happy to hear that.
I understand,
Anyway,
man.
And this is a bad comparison, but this is what happens. You're married. Chick say she pregnant. You cheating. She's pregnant. So I give you $500 to make that go away. You take the money. You don't never hit nothing else. Same thing.
18 years later, you need to come get your junior. Say what? I paid you.
You're gonna have to witness this.
But this happens.
Yeah,
You
it
know
does.
Oh,
It
sure.
does.
I'm not
Definitely.
denying
Go
that.
away.
Yeah, definitely. All right. We're going to move on. That was the only piece of news I wanted to get out there because I think that needs to be addressed. On top of all of that, another thing I want to address is, ladies, we love y'all. Social media has done a great job in dividing us. And the more and more I look at clips, reels, and all this, it's a lot of things that put us against each other. It pits us against each other. And a lot of people take it and they run with it. So I want to be the first to say that we love y'all. Let's work together. Let's get back to love, first and foremost. We got a lot of work to do on ourselves personally, concurrently, and collectively. We got a lot of work to do as black people in general. So let's love on each other and do what we need to do to get right before we jump into this next segment. Y'all got something on that?
That was like a disclaimer.
Nah, I'm just saying.
I'll see him like,
Yeah, I'm looking like, shouldn't this be like the end of the show? That was like a disclaimer.
I want to start early because it might get a little
I mean,
messy.
it's going
You know what I'm talking about?
Well, I'm gonna say something.
My boy.
I don't negotiate with terrorists.
Okay.
Wow.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's
I
go.
don't know good. Don't negotiate with terrorists.
Yeah.
Man.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
Y'all making this too hard for me.
I ain't taking no lumps for this guy. Because they coming.
All right, man, let's go into it. We're really just going to talk about, as you see, black men of different age ranges sitting here at the table. So what we want to do is just kind of go down some things that we can give out to how we see things, how we view things, and how we approach things. So we're just going to throw some questions out there and just kind of roll with them.
Not age range, though.
Huh?
Me and Chris go the same age.
With Derek down the
He
line.
ain't that much older than us.
Okay.
I ain't falling behind that bad.
I mean, we are different, you know.
I'm gonna have a young mindset though.
Yeah, you don't have a young
I might
mindset.
have, I might have. A young
Nah, I don't
mindset.
think you
might
got it.
have. Let's hear the questions.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh man. Okay.
Good, man.
Let's start here. Has there been a woman in your life that has had full access to you,
Still does.
or still has full access to you?
Access.
That's-
Okay,
Yeah,
let's
explain
define
access.
access.
Is there a woman that no matter what your situation, I ain't saying you cheating, I ain't saying that. Is there a woman that if she ever needed you there for her? She always got access to you.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I ain't talking about your grandma. I'm talking about a lady.
that you have a love
Yeah,
interest in, or even just a relationship.
that you have a special relationship with that she'd always have access to you. To this day.
I ain't got no access towards me.
See, it's good for them because they both married.
Right.
Yeah.
These are only two
Yeah.
married ones in the room.
It's
Just
easy
in case
for
y'all
me,
want
thank
to.
God. But outside my marriage, hell no, y'all can't give me easy.
Would I jeopardize the marriage?
Nobody ain't saying. I'm not saying all that.
No.
I'm not saying.
Me,
Kurt?
no. No woman has no access to me. I have learned through my conversations with my wolf pack. Every man should have a wolf pack. Anybody know about that? Wolf pack, somebody that you confide in. So
Yeah,
talking to my wolf.
we call them friends.
Okay. Yeah.
Nigga said wolf pack.
Wolf pack.
Oh, go listen to. Go ahead, brother.
Let's go.
So listen to this.
Where he from?
I learned from him, shout outs to Rashad, is that he said he don't open the doors for no women, none of that chivalrous stuff, because if he did it for everybody else, that would make your woman feel special. If he did it for every other woman.
You know what? I wouldn't go that far, but that's how I feel about touching men's wives and girlfriends. I don't touch men's wives and girlfriends because I don't want to. I shouldn't know what she feels like.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I kind of I see where you going, but I don't go all the way where you going. But I understand that it's certain shit that it should be off limits. I'm like me and Sean always had this conversation.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm different like that. I don't want to touch your old lady.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's to the point that if your girl see you opening doors for females and and all that, she like, nigga, I'm not special.
I wouldn't go that far, but I do agree with what he just said because me and Rob had this conversation before. That chivalry shit's dead with me. I only show chivalry towards my wife.
I didn't agree with him.
No, he didn't agree with me on that. But
Yeah.
me, I was like, the chivalry junk is
agree.
overrated. But I feel weird when I do like hug another man's wife. Like that's weird to me. I always extend my hand first.
That's me.
I've always extended my hand
pound you,
first.
I might just say something verbally.
But once you like kind of deny it, I don't want to be rude and be like, nah.
I'll explain myself. I'm not.
But I'll give it.
I'm not coming up off.
I'll give you the friendly hug.
How you doing?
The church hug.
But that's my thing is, and of course I stand different from what y'all saying. A simple pat or one arm, the little side joint. Now, if you all up and you trying to feel everything, then yeah, we got a problem.
Oh, yeah, ain't no torso.
But
I mean, who's doing it?
Yeah, other than that, like if you my like his wife Shauna, I love her because that's a part of him. That's his life. So that's my sister. So I hug my sister. I'm gonna hug her as my sister, and that's it. Like, there ain't no crossing that line. So for me, I don't really get that deep into it, and with the opening doors and all of that stuff.
Yeah, that's
so for me, it's touching is not. It's the way you do it.
Yeah, no, I
is the
completely
way.
agree with that.
Yeah.
I think it's the individual too, depending on how you grew up or whatever. Some people are huggers,
Right.
That southern hospitality. You know what I'm saying? I'm just.
It is.
I don't look too heavy into it. You know what I mean? Like,
I've been groped before, so I know I'm different because I've been groped by a man's wife before.
Oh, well, that's a problem.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't. Play
yeah.
that. And then we all feel different. She might hug me and like the way I feel. That's she making a noise. You might be over there like, fuck that noise was. You know what I'm saying?
He come down
I'm
with the
not-
strap.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm good. How you doing? Blah, blah, blah. I keep it pushing.
Like for instance, on my father's side, on my Puerto Rican side, women and my aunts and all of them, they're huggers, and then they give you the peck on the cheek. You know what I'm saying?
That's your family, though.
Which is cool.
But that happened.
That's
Remember we went out to
that's
Western
a culture
house,
thing.
and I told you that happened to me.
That's a culture thing.
Somebody kissed you on the cheek?
Yeah, I told you that when we went out. This was a couple years ago.
You a supermodel.
We went out, hugged her, and kissed me on the cheek, and I'm like, I don't even know these people, and I'm over here. They feed me. I'm having a good time, and then
No, ma'am.
I was like, nah, I'm good.
I mean, it's cultural because when I was in the Nation of Islam, men we call it kissing cheeks. Like, we don't kiss with your lips, but your
cheek to cheek.
your cheek to cheek, which is kissing each other's cheeks,
Right.
and that's intimacy that I never had with another man until I was in the Nation of Islam. You know what I'm saying?
Well, how long did it take you to get comfortable with that?
I say about a month.
Okay.
Because,
Within that month, how often was you doing this? Like, how often was you seeing them?
Oh, seeing them doing it?
No, for you to do it.
Oh, it was a greeting that, when I first seen them, I'm like, here's the funny part. You have to go to the right first. Because you fuck around, y'all face touch. You know what I'm saying? Wow. So everybody go to their right first and then left cheek. Then I had to figure that one out. Like, damn, how you know which way to go first?
Yeah, see, you had to think hard. You had to think hard about that.
So you got to go right first, then left cheek. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, because I'm facing you, our rights are different sides. So hands right and left. You know.
Evidently, you're secure within your manhood. You know what I mean? So it didn't bother you as much after.
It was a cultural thing.
That's a religion.
That's something you had to get comfortable with.
That's religion based.
You got to get comfortable with it.
But still,
There's
religion
nothing that
based.
you couldn't be like, nah, I don't want to do that. Like that's something you had to do.
So if he denied the embrace, then what? How does that go?
Because like for instance, believe it or not, we do it anyway in our culture. We put the hand between each other and we go like this. You know what I'm saying? That's a form of it. Because you could come in close with it, then we let go. So if you don't want to do it, you would give him then let go. You know what I'm saying?
So did he hug you like this, or did he hug you like that?
Yeah, where your shirt at? Where your shirt at?
Where your shirt at? I'm just messing with you, bro.
Oh man.
What was the root question though?
The root question was, has any woman had full access to it?
Well,
they answered. So yeah.
Yeah. Now I said no.
Okay.
No.
Absolutely. One. Absolutely. But she's the woman I didn't know probably in any woman outside of my family.
Right.
As far as closeness,
Right.
she's the one I done known the longest.
Right.
Got you.
So she know more about me than any other woman that I probably know. Absolutely. She called me, I'm answering the phone.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So how would y'all feel? Are we wrapping that up?
Oh yeah.
If you got somewhere to go with it.
No, he was talking about that.
I got time today. I've been off for like 6
You got
months.
somewhere to go with that.
It relates to that.
Okay, go ahead.
So what if your spouse or your girlfriend or whoever had a man that had access to her? How would you feel about that?
I don't get caught up in shit.
Yeah, everybody got a history.
Yeah, I don't get caught up.
I'm one
That's
of them.
what I was saying exactly.
For me, everybody has a history. I wasn't there with you when you was born, when you had your kids and all of that stuff. The relationships and the bond you build with people are something that isn't something that you can't just find that stuff. You don't go around looking for friends. Usually your friends come through you either working or school or growing up with each other. You don't just go out and just be like, oh, I'm going to go out today and try to meet some friends. No. So when you create a bond with somebody, whether it's male or female, in whatever part of life that is, and you cherish it, you have to understand as a spouse or, whoever you're talking to, that everybody has a history. And you can't control everything that has happened to this person up to this point that you have met them.
Got you.
So I don't get that deep into stuff like that.
That girl dope says nobody would like it. She's been proven wrong. What else you got? I'm just reading the comments.
Okay. She said that. Okay.
Women got too many men that they depend on. Outside, not outside of their marriage or their boyfriend, girlfriend, but single women got too many men they depend on.
Go ahead.
Men need to cut their access to their access to these women. Stop being connected to women like that because they got options. Like I said before.
You don't have options?
Huh?
You don't have options?
My options are very narrow.
That's a choice you made, right?
Yeah, it's a choice I made. Yeah. Because the older I get, one mistake can take me out of here. One child support claim can, ruin my life.
Let me.
I mean, that's your. But that's lack of self-control.
Do you think? Let me ask you this to kind of what you said. Yours is kind of narrow. Your options. Do you think women options are a lot more narrow than men?
No.
Single men?
No. They have a new invention. They have a new invention for women.
I think differently. And this is why I say that. The average dude that's single, he got a bench.
Okay.
He got about 4 or 5 that he can go to and hang out when he want to. A woman usually when they single, if they're looking for a relationship, when they meet one guy that they like, they stop talking to other folks, and they put all of their focus.
I don't believe that.
They gonna have they got their side D that they always gonna have.
I didn't even talk about it in
But
that
as
way.
far as
I
them
just don't
having a
believe that.
bench, you think they have a bench like the average dude?
I think they have enough contact with whoever was before you.
Yeah.
That they ain't going nowhere.
That's right. So that's one option. Versus, I got 5.
I just
They
said
could have
contact.
5
They could
leaving
have
this
5,000.
podcast right
You
now.
don't know.
Okay.
Soon as they leave, they could have 5.
Absolutely.
Oh, so
In
they
the street right now.
So they would have more
There's
options.
a new invention.
I said that. That's what I said. I said they would have more. No, I didn't.
No,
I
that's
said a
not what
guy.
you said.
Yeah,
A
I
guy.
said a guy would have more than a woman would.
Now you believe that, or like were you just
I
playing
believe
devil's advocate?
no, I believe it because women have more options that they gonna turn down more than men do.
Right.
Right.
So a lot of times when they looking for a relationship, they not talking to. I tell them all the time, play the numbers game. That's how they be getting hurt when they dating because they'll deal with some BS dealing with one guy.
So you don't think they do?
Not as many as we do. No.
You crazy.
Okay, now I'm
It
gonna say
depends on
this.
the guy. If you
I'ma
out
say
there,
Right.
You
I'm
have-
gonna say this. There's a new invention that women take advantage of. You know what it's called?
what?
Motherfucking inbox. How full is your inbox? How full is your inbox?
Man, I thought he was about to say something like,
How
I
full
mean,
is
he
your
makes a
inbox?
valid point. I'm listening. Go
I
ahead.
don't have nobody.
My inbox is dry. But ask
Right.
yourself, the ugly, well, I shouldn't say, the less attractive women can have an inbox full. Inbox full.
let me say this on
Go
that.
ahead. Go ahead.
If they showing
If-
skin.
it's not even that. The way you present yourself is why your inbox the way it is. Personality for a man, it all depends on what his personality is.
Mm-hmm.
If you present yourself a certain way, don't nobody want to talk to you. Of course. Yes, it's easier for a woman if she put on she can put on a full nice dress and have some hips, and her inbox is junk. That's we hunters. That's what we do. But a man can put on a nice suit and do the same thing, and his inbox will jump too. It's all about how you present yourself on social media.
Negative. I'm gonna say negative. The reason for this because women normally don't approach men.
I don't know what your life like, man. But mine is a little different than yours. You know what I'm saying?
What you trying to say, Rob?
I'm just saying.
Are they
man.
aggressive? Are they aggressive?
I hear and I understand what he's saying.
No. I feel I'm
But
as
my
well.
life a little different than yours. So I don't, what you're saying, I can't subscribe to. I
So
can't.
you're saying your inbox? Well, your
I'm just saying I don't have an issue finding women.
okay.
Either
okay.
they find me or I find them. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. So
Inbox, the street, it don't matter. But it's all about how I present myself.
okay. For example, women might say, "I don't like him or her." Well, him because he's a lame or he's not adventurous, anything like that, right?
Right.
And you, as a man, and this is my opinion, you got to stand on what my man said on business or who you are, because if you had a whole lot of female attention, it might change you. Y'all don't think
That's
so?
for cats that didn't get
That-
women as a
right,
young
as a
young
young
age or don't know how to deal with that.
Yeah.
We work with them.
I
They become
agree with that.
OSMs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying what happens. I'm just saying what happens. That's what happens. You know what I'm saying? So when they become OSMs, next thing you know,
That's a supervisor
it's-
for y'all
it's-
that don't know.
they coming out the woodwork. They end up getting in trouble because they don't know how to handle it.
Right.
A dude that's been around women his whole life, he not even stressing that. Yo, man, do your job. Well, you can't. The P won't deter him like a dude that ain't never really been getting none.
Right.
Okay. So the question is, so are you saying that men get more pussy thrown at them or women get more dick thrown at them? Who wins out in that
It
situation?
all depends on who the man is. It all depends on who the man is, who the woman is. You can take two people and sit them standing side by side. You gonna think just because she's a woman, a million men gonna try to talk to her. Y'all bashing BBLs every 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? A woman see a man, you can see the same two people standing there, and his inbox might be flooded. You just don't know. It depends on how you present it.
And guess what? This is why we have these talks right here, because we got to teach young men. We can't always put them in the middle of the road because they might get ran over. You got to let them know you got to pick a side. Either gonna be
What side are they missing in what I just said? Because you going so you all over the place.
okay. Well, okay, all right. What I said was what you said was that that men that don't get pussy when they're young don't know how to handle it when they get older. You saying?
Facts.
Okay.
Same with women.
So what's the percentage of a man if you had to give 100% of men, how many men get a whole lot of pussy when they're young, percentage wise?
I don't know about y'all, man, but I got my few.
Oh, see, you saying yourself, but
I can only. I mean,
I need you to step out of sight.
everybody in my camp did they thing.
Okay, so
I can only speak for what I've been around. Now, I don't know too many dudes that wasn't out there doing their thing.
okay, so you're saying that you can't step out your circumference and see.
I just
generally.
stepped out of it. I gave you the answer based on what the life I live.
Okay, so
I can't give you an answer based on a life I didn't
Okay,
live.
give me a
You
percentage then.
didn't come up with no ass. I don't know. I came up with it.
Give me your percentage then. Out of 100, what do you say?
Out of 100 men, I'm gonna say
100%.
50-50.
Okay, see, right in the middle, right?
What's wrong with being 50-50, dog?
No, I'm asking the question. So it's in the middle. Like you think 50% of men got a whole lot of pussy, and the other 50 got none. Well, got less.
Yes.
So let's ask other men here. How about yourself? What's the percentage you think? Out of 100%, how many men do you think got a lot of pussy? And how many men didn't get a whole lot?
Just because I don't know the senses of it, 50-50.
Okay, how about yourself?
Great answer. Me too, bro.
I don't know.
That's so broad because I look at from teenage years to college years, young adult. So, me personally, in high school, I didn't get a lot. College, it went crazy, and from that point on, it was crazy. So where I'm in my life today, I would say within the last 15, 20 years, I'm not moved by pussy. So, which was what he was saying was, you know, how the supervisors they use their power to try to have sex with folks. I'm so past that because of me having sex. So
right.
I can't really give a percent. I break it down by the age ranges. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Okay, all right. So let's play a game.
No, we ain't playing no game. you try to manipulate the show to get your point across, and I'm not about to let you do it. I'm not about to let you do it. Make your point, man. Let's move on. Because you done just sat here. Women got more attention than men because of this, that, and the other, but you really ain't went nowhere with nothing.
Okay, I'll pass.
Like, where we going?
I'll pass.
Next.
All right.
Kurt gonna do that, man. Somebody got to watch Kurt, and that's my brother. Somebody got to watch Kurt.
You gonna watch him?
Hey man, it's never love. I mean, like
Yeah, me and Kurt know each other 23 years. Yeah,
we got hired in together, man.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Let's go on to something else. Has there been? Sorry. What are some of the obstacles that black men in today's society have in leading? And when we say leading, we mean leading in the family, within the community, within life. What are some of the obstacles that we face as black men today?
Fear. Black men fear failing in front of everybody. So to be a leader, you got to be willing to be comfortable with failing. And black men do not want to look bad in front of nobody at no opportunity in life. That's why we walking around with fake hair. We killing ourselves to get these cars. We killing each other to get this stuff. Like, but when it comes down to it, man, fear is the main reason black men do have issues with leading. Fear and a lack of direction from their upbringing.
Yeah, I say laziness. Okay. Laziness, because everything is right. It's not, I mean, you have so much help now. Everything's not depending on you all the time. Like if you're a man in a family, you have somebody there to help you along the way. So it's like, well, I ain't got to do this right now. I don't have to do this. I got somebody that's going to have my back.
Right.
So I say laziness.
Okay.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think a few obstacles would be, we could, perhaps the disparities in education system, criminal justice, health, employment, even fatherhood. You know, those are conditions that can cause us to lead in society or as a person. You know what I'm saying? I think we're like the only demographic. We're the only demographic that
What up,
that suffer that suffers from those things, and that can help that that affects our leadership.
I'm gonna say I think it has to do with the lack of being able to see what leadership is, and also society. Today's society is based off of what you look like, what I can show to you versus what is reality. Everybody is so concerned about the perception that I give you. That's why you had a lot of them little kids that was killing themselves because of social media. They would literally go and tell, hey, I didn't want to be embarrassed, or this happened, and they recorded me, and they went home and they did something to themselves. Bullying was a part of our life. Right. It wasn't an issue.
Sure.
So when you look at in today's society, people put more into what they look like to other people versus what their life really is. And to add to that, when we're being raised by, and I'm not saying single mothers did a bad job or anything, because there's plenty of people that did great with single mothers and strive, but I also think that having a proper male figure in the house changes the dynamic of how someone is raised. And I think that's been missing for quite a while. So we don't have, a lot of people don't have the proper map to say this is how to lead or what I need to do. And a lot of people think just because I got the food on the table, this and that, I'm good, you know. But when times get bad, you got to know how to step up. You got to know how to make everybody around you understand that, hey, we're going to do what we got to do, and I'm going to lead this to where we need to be. And that's why I think we fail. Society and lack of seeing a real leader.
Give it to us, Kurt.
No, I agree. You know, it's fear, and it's having a role model, and just not stopping halfway. It's just going, you know, rising above and beyond. And Kev one was it networking? What did you have? What did you say? I forgot. Laziness. Yeah, laziness. Yeah, laziness. So it's a conglomerate, you know. So I agree with everybody.
I think we simply, man, we scared to ask for help, no matter what it is, because pride is everything. And when you make yourself vulnerable to a person, that's someone that's special to you, and they take that, and over time, they may use that to cripple you. That'll cripple a brother. You know what I mean?
That's interesting.
Being vulnerable to a person is a lot. It takes a lot to be vulnerable to anybody.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
Or to seek counsel or therapy.
Let them find out that you ain't been leading and holding up all your your values.
It's
and
funny.
they come to talk to you about
your wife just said the same thing in the chat.
That's my soulmate. Shout out.
That's the leader.
Shout out.
You hit shot.
We gonna have this off the air. I ain't worried about him. I've been doing this nigga for 4 years already. It's all good. That's my guy. But I don't know, man. And then you know what? We're at an age now, like when we're dating, nobody's dating for potential anymore. It's like, can I finish?
Go ahead.
Because these man, look, let's kick the ballistics here. These sisters out here getting their education. They making shit shake around here. You know what I mean? They ain't trying to date out here for potential or what could be or whatever, unless they got it out the mud with you. They be patient with you. Right. But if you single out here, what's the first thing they're gonna say? What do you do? What do you bring to the table? I fucking hate that shit. You know what I mean? But we at the age now, hey, if I give you this baton, we need to keep running.
Let me ask you a question. What's the main issue that you think, not you, just brothers have with somebody asking them what they bring to the table? And why don't you have that answer to give? Why is that an irritating answer for brothers? I don't understand it.
I guess
why is that an irritating question? Why is that an
It sounds
irritating
like
question?
a job interview.
It is.
But it doesn't sound like you're getting to know me. It sounds like you're getting to know the values before you get to know me as a person. So it's like,
Wouldn't you want to know the values of somebody before you sleep with them?
Well, I don't think you're gonna sleep with them right after that conversation.
Y'all ain't never had sex on the first date?
That wasn't somebody I was gonna.
that's premeditated.
That's premeditated. I mean, I'm asking.
It happens.
That's like, oh yeah,
Right.
If I'm gonna do my due
happens.
diligence tonight, and I'm fuck you tonight. So, but if I do that, I might not.
I'm
talk
just.
to you.
It could be something you say in the first conversation you have with a woman that can get you.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, but when that question comes, why brothers so angry that it come and just don't have an answer?
Oh, so it's an easy cop out answer. Like, oh, I don't like. Why are you trying to know? Why? Why is that a topic of conversation?
You bothered me.
Well, I also think that at our age, you should be very comfortable.
Absolutely.
At 20, at 25 and 29, 30, I'm just trying to find myself. So, you know.
Like when I hear people say things like, what's your plan for 5 years? What's your plan for 5 years?
Yeah. So
To milk you.
Like,
so I think
For
people
5
be
years.
looking at
I'm just saying,
like what Derek was saying. I think sometimes men would tend to look at it like, well, what you trying to get from me? And that's not necessarily the case. But if I'm sitting up here, it sounds like, well, I'm plotting. So if he say, you know, he can do this, he can do that. Okay, I like him a little bit more now, as opposed to I make you laugh, or as opposed to we like anime together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think guys don't want to just feel like they putting out their stats as opposed to getting to know me.
So let me ask you.
But you
this.
could be-
Go ahead.
You
Go
could
ahead,
be
Chris.
really be genuine with these chicks out here nowadays, and they ain't trying to hear that shit. They could be ratchet from the rip, knowing they want to fucking quit.
Or
This nigga's corny. He got goals and shit.
Or they could
You
be,
know what I mean?
or
They know
they-
the game, he's a
They know the
square.
game.
or they could be respectful and just trying to find out what is they supposed to get from you? What are they, I mean, because a brother got a plan to get something from a woman when he approaches her, and
Right.
9 times out of 10 is pussy.
Clapping them chicks.
And
That's the goal.
and she tested you
Okay.
by asking you, "What are you about?" You might she might, like you say, she might already have a plan of fucking you. So you could tell her everything that you about, and she still might not fuck with you the next day. She might just want to get her rocks off. You know what I'm saying? What's the issue with the question though?
I don't have it.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Because we could ask a woman a million questions and she can answer them all. But the minute they say, well, what kind of leader are you? Oh, here we go with this. Blah,
I don't
blah,
think
blah, blah, blah. And
I don't
be
think we
like-
have an issue.
I'm not saying, well, Carr's, well, he's married, so he really don't.
Right.
You know
I
what
want to
I'm
hear what Kurt has to say.
Hey, I'm doing more listening, man.
Because I think us at this table, we think alike in that sense. We grown enough to be like, boom, it's whatever. I don't have an issue answering that. But
Yeah.
Kurt,
Well, I think men got more to lose, and our questions holds more weight. You know what I'm saying? So when you courting a female, you know, if you there for pussy, you know, back in the day, men used to have the option of going to a whole house.
Still do.
still
No, legally. Not
Still
legally.
do.
I mean, yeah, but you know, it was more casual.
Still
like,
do.
Like, you know, I could keep my family and go have sex with somebody that's extremely beautiful. But nowadays, whores are different. They want relationships. They want time with you.
What?
No, they don't.
What hoes you talking to, homie?
No, wait a minute.
He might try. He might try.
I agree with
You know what I'm
Kurt.
saying?
I agree with Kurt to a
They
certain extent.
be
on that.
wanting wife things.
I agree with Kurt.
If I label a hoe,
Cause
the
now
relationship
you
is
being
not on the
played by that
table.
hoe.
No,
You
no,
being
no,
played
see-
by that woman
Listen,
that you supposed
listen.
to have a simple transaction with.
Exactly.
And then you supposed to be wearing. You supposed to be wearing. Now that's your fault if you fell into that trap.
Here's the situation, and I agree with you. I agree with you. But the thing is that y'all agree the good women and the hoes look the same now. They wear the same eyebrows, the same weave. They all look the same. So it's hard to
I
figure
understand
out
what he's saying. I
because
get
they're
what he's
standing
saying.
so close together.
I get what he's saying.
You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna hold each other's back. It used to be a clear distinction between the hoes and the good women.
What was the distinction? And I'm just playing
No,
devil's
of
advocate.
course, yeah. What was the distinction? Like, for instance, women want to be wives, and now women don't need a man. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think that's still that high of a
What?
number.
But
like
they want the
you said.
protection of a man.
Yeah, I mean, like, for instance, what was a hoe's protection?
Her pimp.
Her pimp.
Right.
So we talking about like
He protected her.
prostitution.
He protected her time. You know what I'm saying? He didn't care if you sat there and talked to that man for an hour, as long as he paid you for your time. So now women don't have pimps. Nobody to protect them. Nobody to give them guidance. So now they just pimping men now. They the pimps and men are the hoes now.
The simps.
The simps. There we go. So hence it's starting to trickle down to the young women where my daughter drew a picture, man, and I can show y'all when we finish here. She drew a picture of a little girl. You ready for this?
Kurt, I'm trying to see how you get from pimping to your daughter drawing a picture.
Because
Let him talk. Go ahead.
Because it's a mentality.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Kurt.
a
I want to hear.
mentality.
I want to hear it. Go ahead.
Because with this picture, I asked my daughter, why is her eyelashes so big?
Oh wow, she drew big lashes on her.
Why is her eyelashes so big, baby?
What if her answer? Because I'm pretty sure it wasn't. I like them.
She just started laughing because she didn't give me an answer. But I can only assume that she viewed that as beauty now.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead, break it down.
Then all y'all can answer. Do y'all really have an issue with these eyebrows?
No.
I do.
I do.
I do.
Yeah, because
It's like for what? It's like for what?
Like what? Yeah. Well, like what really is y'all
what
issue?
It bothers,
Bro, it's so bold. Some women don't even need makeup and they put it on their faces.
But it's
You don't
about-
need that.
But you accepting of that?
What?
The makeup. Y'all don't.
Not
I
overly
don't.
done.
This is my point.
Not drag makeup.
This is what I'm saying. Because I look at all the bashing of women online, and I always come back to the same thing I told that brother that did the cigar lounge. Have you looked at yourself lately?
Wow.
Like,
You
because
correcting that towards us.
No.
But my problem is men do a lot of bashing, and I'm not sitting up here to advocate for women and all that. But I notice men need to be checked at times. Men do a lot of bashing of BBLs, eyelashes, makeup, this and all that, but never look in the damn mirror at themselves and say, well, shit, that's why they don't want me. I look like a bunch of trash standing here.
Yeah.
We don't hold each other accountable for how we look,
That's right.
but we bash women so much for how they look.
You know
Ralph,
why
because we got a preference. We know what we
That's
like.
not bashing, not a preference. Bashing is saying, I don't like you. I don't like what you're doing with yourself.
Okay.
And so I'm gonna make fun of you. That's like a form of bullying.
Right. So I see what you're saying. So bashing, and I see the everything. I'm gonna try to break it down. What you're saying is that those guys that are constantly bashing these women don't take the time to say, I'm not even making myself presentable.
No.
So the other issue with that is if he got enough money, he gonna get whatever type of chick he want. You know what I mean? So he feels like he can go out and say whatever he want to say, knocking any and everybody else.
These computer model dudes, 'cause that's what I call them. They gotta be handsome on the other side of that computer because they bashing at that rate.
Right. So
But it's easy to be
So
behind
that's-
a computer and do that shit.
But
Yeah, and that's why I say
but that's
where
the
he
trigger,
said with the
that's the trigger
preference.
too much
so I,
to. But it's I got a preference.
Go ahead.
But I don't body bash people.
Right.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You miss. I don't think you understand what I'm saying. I got a preference,
Right.
But I don't body bash people in any. I don't talk about their eyebrows,
Sure.
because that ain't me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the brothers I see doing, I look at the brothers like,
Look at you.
like, dog, can you really stand next to?
yeah.
If you can't
and when
stand,
you did it to him, I was
like-
like, wow.
I mean, because I had to, because the brother was talking crazy.
But he was, and I was
said-
like, you shouldn't be.
I said, bro,
you should be happy somebody
bro,
else
when the
laid
last time
down
you
with
stood in the mirror and looked at yourself naked?
Right.
And I asked every brother in the world that got the nerve to sit there and bash a woman for her want to enhance her ass and all that. You ain't gotta like it. I get it. Just don't mess with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Stand in the mirror and look at yourself naked. And I'm gonna tell every brother this: if you can stand in the mirror, no matter of fact, if you can get in the shower or just stand in a room and you look down and you can't see your dick,
Yeah.
you need to do some body work.
You ain't proportioned either.
That's my issue. You know what I'm saying? We talk about the community. We talk about all this stuff. But we our worst enemy was just in the physical form.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Are women doing too much? I don't like half of the stuff they doing, but I don't bash them either.
You see why
know what
I
I'm
started
saying?
the show? Why I started the show?
Yeah. Well,
Brian said I was bashing the shoe. Brian, who?
Nah, I have an opinion.
I didn't bash your shoes. My man just showed you what real work was, what a real sneakerhead was. I didn't bash your shoes. He put you to quiet. Next thing you know, you had another video.
Yeah,
trying to
I was
prove
like,
something.
what
I
are
thought he
we
had
talking
beef.
about?
Yeah, I thought he had beef. I didn't know what was going on.
Now, I have an
Go
opinion.
ahead, Kurt.
I have an opinion. Now, I almost lost my train of thought. Is that we like women because they're beautiful. Women tend not to like men because they're
Attracted
beautiful.
to women.
They like a man to protect them. Feel protected, I should say. So that's their sticking point. I don't care if he was a ripped dude and
I disagree with you on that because me being a shorter guy, I'm already on the no side for a lot of women because they feel I can't protect them because of my height.
Okay.
I done slam dudes all anyway. That ain't got nothing to do with that. But
you bring a lot of other things to the once they get to know.
But I don't even get that. Hold on.
You're right. From the get go, they won't even talk to you
some
because
women, I don't even get that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because of your height.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's my point. Like, do you mind a short girl? They're shorter than you?
I don't care.
Taller than you?
Yeah. Gina was taller than me, dog.
But that's my point. My point is that as men and women, we look for different things in our mate. So women have to pay attention to what men like. And majority of men don't like eyebrows. And what they say, I do it for myself.
Let me tell you about you majority men. Y'all lying, man. Because if she bend it over, if she's fat, you going to say, I don't like her eyebrows, but I'm going to deal with this because of this. If you don't like her eyebrows that much, you're going to leave her alone.
But you know what? I'm glad you brought that point up. So you want to say Kurt is on a tangent.
He's a prime example.
You know I'm different.
For example, I see, and I'm going to say it, I see women that weigh more than Emmitt Smith with eyebrows and the standard costume on, eyebrows, weave, and they feel good within themselves.
Right.
They don't realize they're not giving men what they want.
That's not true.
And
They're not giving you what you want.
No, that's what I'm saying. Because they have that new invention called the inbox that reinforce that somebody like it. You know what I'm saying? So hence, I'm going to rock these motherfucking bare eyebrows and this weave because this the costume, nigga. Level up, nigga. This the costume. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be different. I'm going to follow all these rest of these hoes and be in my costume.
Shannon said, "Don't be a nickel out here looking like a dime."
Okay. I get with the costume thing. Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
It's a physical something on a woman that attracts every man at this table. She's got a fat ass, big titties, her lips are nice, something.
Right.
Are you saying that when you see a woman that doesn't have your feature, you would still talk to her?
Repeat that. I didn't hear what you said.
Let's say you in the big asses.
Okay, I'm in the big ass.
A woman approaches you
With a flat ass?
No.
Yeah. She approaches you. She got a flat ass. She approaches you though. She like, how you doing? Blah blah blah. I like you. Right. She got a flat ass though. Will you still engage her?
Hell yeah. Because guess what? Even though I prefer fat asses,
You just proved my point.
No, but she's sweet as pie. You know what I'm saying? I can overlook the flat ass. You know what I'm saying? But nowadays, women want everything, and they should have everything. But there's a standard. You know, if you weigh more than Emmitt Smith,
I don't know how much Emmitt Smith weighs.
About 220, 225.
Well, anyway, he's a Hall of Fame running back.
I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying.
But that being said, you can't. How can I put it?
So it's okay for you to say this, that, and the other. But when women say, well, I got standards too, and you don't meet my standards, she wrong for that?
Nah. As men, we used to rejection, am I right?
Yeah.
I'm not, and that's why I don't talk to a lot of people. I'm not, and that's why I'm not one to try to talk to everybody because I hate rejection.
Here's the deal: our job is to approach, right?
Yeah,
so you got to get
hunters.
used to rejection as a
You
man.
should, yeah, you should be.
And women take rejection pretty fucked up.
Some women do, some women don't. Kurt, I don't know the last time you been outside, but it ain't the same.
You know, you say no, as in what?
Men take rejection way worse than women.
I think so too.
No.
Yeah, on a serious.
Because you know what happens? You reject her. She rejects you. You call her all kind of bitches. Not you. But a man gonna find everything
negative
why he shouldn't have tried to talk
But
to
you
her.
just try to talk to her nasty everything, but the name of God.
You reject her. You know what she say? 9 times out of 10. This is what women say. It's lost.
Yeah, it's
And they leave it just like that. Men, oh, you big black, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
Damn, you was trying to hit that though?
Right. You just tried to holler.
Because she let everybody else hit, but you.
But you know what's funny is that some women know how to reject men. Y'all might say she don't got to be sweet with you rejecting you. But if she rude to you and rejecting you, she don't get the business. I'm not gonna give her the business, but normally she get the business. A female might say, "Nah, I'm okay, sweetheart."
Right.
And you know,
What she just asked?
if he not a savage, he's like, "Okay, thanks."
Yo.
But if she like not talking to him and not, kind of like, giving him the business,
Yeah.
some dudes, not that civilized, don't give her the business back.
So that explains why you're not chivalrous. Then, right?
Not a said why men secretly want and like BBWs but won't publicly date them. Why you like fat women behind closed doors but you won't date them in public?
Who, me?
I'm just asking questions. I tried
Because
to
she's a
sneak
reflection of you.
No. I don't
These are the
Damn.
questions.
She's a reflection of you. That's why.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think a lot.
But every woman
he got it.
every woman you date is a reflection.
No, brother. Not no BBW. Especially if it's a bad one. And you walking down Peachtree Street.
Wait.
Can I finish?
Go ahead, bro.
Me and her walking down Peachtree Street, everybody clowning on this motherfucker. You think
living in, bro? Like, hold on,
and you think it's gold. You know what I'm saying?
This is
They like,
1990. Stop thinking like that, y'all. I've been listening to y'all talk for a long time.
Go
This is
ahead.
1990. It's 2023. We love big women. You know what I'm saying? How y'all look, how y'all do all that. Women, we can't sit here and pretend women are not smart. They know the game. I don't know if y'all listen to music. Women know the game.
I don't listen to that music.
Go ahead. Let that man talk. Let that man talk.
They know the game. They know the business. They know what they want. So, and I think we just get so frustrated with sometimes because now we're competing with the woman. And we don't want to compete. We just want to
you got to stand on business. Ain't that the term y'all using this week?
stand on business, but now it's like
that's it for this week.
No,
we're fighting to see who's going to lead, and we're instead of working, and now we're fighting like, oh, well, what's your income? What's this? What you bring to the table?
Yeah,
and all this
I
other
can
stuff.
agree with that. I've heard people complain about
Society has changed the narrative. We did that.
You have to earn it now, and men get frustrated with having to earn it.
And some of it's probably our fault because you got folks like Steve Harvey and doing all putting. But some women do have good dads out there that teach their daughter the game.
Sure.
Right.
Watch out for these. Watch this. Some of them dudes out there like, who done taught you all this? No, I'm upset. What you know about that?
Right.
So I mean, you just got to find your person, bro. That's all that bullshit these folks be talking about, man.
Let me address that.
Y'all don't date big women.
I was finna say, let me address
go ahead.
in the comments. So in the comments, what's happening right now is they're talking about how a lot of guys approach BBWs, big beautiful women. But in the but won't
wide woman.
Oh, I thought you said white women.
Oh, no.
Wrong show, bro.
but won't date them and won't be out and hang out with them. I'm gonna tell y'all a lot of what it is. A lot of times, guys feel like, and I can't talk for all guys,
Please say your
but I'm gonna say in my opinion, a lot of guys feel like women that are on the plus side don't have the self-esteem that the average woman would have, and so they feel like they can get away with more with a BBW than they could with any other type of woman. And so in that sense, they just gonna say, okay, well, let me shoot in here and try to get what I can and get up out of here. I ain't really got to date her. I ain't got to go out and do this and do that because her self-esteem low. So I'm gonna go in here and try to get what I can and get up out of here.
You finished? I don't think it's like that no more. I think BBWs, I think they out with it. They loving themselves and they don't care who don't care, and it's a demographic for them like everybody else. Like,
but I think the guys look at them.
I see more guys today now with bigger women than the BBWs. I mean the BBLs and all that. I see more men with curvy or big women that's confident and all that shit. Sexy on a big woman. When she she like shit. I'm out here too. Like, I see you, baby.
Right.
Not for me, but I can't, but I see you.
This nigga.
Before my wife made me clean out my Instagram, you feel me?
You had all BBWs in there.
Watch out. Before my wife cleared out my whole Instagram, like from the sites I was following, they have self-esteem now. They are more comfortable.
They are now.
But that whole mindset of...
And sometimes it's a deflection.
That too. So that whole mindset of that's just some old shit like that we carry on, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Dudes love BB.
Hell yeah, right. And they out here with them.
And you ain't lying. Hey,
but I noticed. Let's go back to this though.
Go ahead, do your thing.
You said it's a reflection of you. What does that say about you? Because you dating a woman. It's a woman.
Yeah, what does that say? You like big women?
No,
Like, what else could it
She
mean?
breathe hard?
This dude.
Nah, because I be hearing that. I'm like,
Sleep with a
what's
machine?
wrong with the person
no,
I'm with?
ain't nothing wrong with someone having a preference.
She sleep with
You know
one
what
of
I'm
them
saying?
breathing machines?
Ain't nothing wrong with having a preference. But if she all over the place, you out there looking crazy.
Nah, that's not.
Why are you looking crazy?
Yeah, I can't get with that.
Yeah,
on
what's wrong with
this guy?
That's
No,
different right there.
That boy stuck in 1998. Boy.
Everybody,
Hey, look at him. He got the complexion for this
I
protection.
do.
That's
If you
not
like
like
it,
no more.
I love it.
Look, he look like he live on the beach. Look at him.
I know.
He got shades on. Wasn't no sun out today.
Hey, it's all good. Do your thing, man. I ain't mad at you.
Oh man,
I ain't
that's
mad. And to me, BB, this might be a little bit off subject, but they take the best trips. Because if I'm online, most of the BBW women, they take the best trips. They go on these nice excursions. They have a great time. It'd be about 5, 6, 7, 8 of them at a time. But you look at these trips, these little stick girls go on, man. They always in the club smoking a hookah. Everybody taking selfies. It's just like to me. It seemed like bigger women enjoy themselves more on vacation than skinny women.
Clear your algorithms, man.
Yeah, your algorithm is crazy.
No, my shit is dope.
Hey, man,
and if I'm in the club, the BBW women invite me to their section. You ain't getting invited to skinny women's section. They got food, they got drinks, they got everything. They pulling you on the dance floor. Everybody having a good time.
Go ahead.
That's
man.
just what I
Go
noticed.
ahead, man.
I love y'all.
I love you.
I
okay.
love all of y'all.
We gonna move on.
Hurry up, man.
We gonna move on, man. What's the biggest thing you've learned about yourself because of a breakup?
That I could be hurt.
So prior to that, you didn't feel like you was capable of being hurt. Okay.
You know what? I felt the only woman that could ever hurt me like that was my mother, and I found out that wasn't true.
Really?
Yeah.
For me, and to differentiate my mother's love and the love of a woman, because me growing up, like I said in high school, I didn't get a lot of action. So I always had women on this. I'm just being serious. I always had women on this certain pedestal. So once I started getting out and dating, it was like women couldn't do wrong. You know what I'm saying? I was blinded by titties and ass. And so I knew that if I allowed myself or gave too much, that I could easily be hurt. So that was always something why I would keep a certain arm distance from anybody I was dealing with, even within relationships. I always kind of safeguarded myself to a certain aspect. And so, just to answer the question while I was kind of, answer yours, was one of the biggest things for me is in every relationship, I've learned that I can't take whatever faults I had in this relationship and think that it's going to happen in the next relationship. I had to learn how to be more moldable, not moldable, but I had to be able to be adaptive to what I saw in myself in the last relationship and be able to transfer it to the next one. And that one might not be the issue in the next one, but also be able to recognize another issue that may come up in the next relationship. I think a lot of times what happens, we say, okay, this is my blueprint and this is my law. And once I go into that law and it's not met, you don't go outside of that to say, well, maybe I need to work on that too. Because I felt like I was good because it was in his last relationship. But now in this relationship, my ribs ain't hitting like they used to. She don't like my ribs like my ex used to like my ribs. So I need to figure out, okay, what other food she like or whatever the case may be. That's just another analogy. But just saying, I had to learn how to not always feel like that what I was bringing to the table was good for everybody. I had to learn that everybody is different and I have to know what it is that I can give to them in order for me to love them correctly.
That's what's up.
What was the question? I'll get like long ass
what's the biggest thing you learned about yourself from a breakup?
Oh man, being selfish. Selfish, thinking about myself more than others. You know what I'm saying? Being in a relationship with my wife at a young age, so I didn't really get to branch out on my own. We've been together since we were both 17, 18. So I never learned how to
I got so many questions for you.
be on my own. So I feel like, well, I'm gonna get this. I need this. I want this. Not being responsible and being selfish. So I get tired of that shit.
Brother Kurt, you've been awfully quiet.
Oh, man.
He's a listener.
I've been through 2 marriages, 2 divorces, man. So I'm going to say, what's the question again so I can be clear?
What's the biggest thing you learned about yourself because of a breakup?
Okay. Is that you can't be close to your female. You have to have some kind of mystery about yourself. Some kind of mystery about yourself, because a woman is daily learning who you are. If she figure your ass out, you are out of there. Disrespect is coming. So you always got to be a new person every day. I don't mean a brand new person to her, but you got to keep the mystery in there. Like, I remember a time when I was married to my first wife. I was a young man then, 25, man. She loved the hell out of me until she figured me out. When I say figured me out, I don't mean in a bad way. It's just that she was able to predict my moves. And I was young and I loved her, you know what I'm saying? So to answer your question, man, you have to be a new person every day. You got to change up your routines. Don't have a woman figure you out. That's what I have learned.
What's wrong with being spontaneous? I mean, if you're with a person, they should be able to know you.
I kind of understand what he's saying. I kind of do. Yeah.
The only thing I have to say about that, I agree with you to a certain aspect. I wouldn't word it like that. I would put it more in the sense of
Charleston White.
I get you. I would say more so of don't make somebody feel like you ain't going nowhere. Mm-hmm. So if I make you so comfortable that you feel like I won't ever leave, that's an issue. And I think that's what you're saying. You said it more on an aggressive level, but I would say I don't think you should ever make somebody feel like you'll never leave, because then that'll give them the room to be like, I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to get away with this. I'm going to get away with that.
Or being boring? Is that what you're saying? Like being boring? Is that what you...
No, not per se. It's to the point that, can I tell a story, a quick one?
Sure.
Your story is never quick, but we here for it. Let's go, Kurt.
I remember I was a young man, and I was going through a heartbreak, and I talked with my mama about it, my mom, and I guess she seen I was being a wimp. Not a wimp, a simp. How about that? Mm-hmm. My dad was kind of like a man's man, and my mom said, if your dad wasn't a strong man, I would have been left him. Mm-hmm. That means he didn't take none of her shit. Mm-hmm. She could never figure this guy out. Mm-hmm. He was always different. Like, I'll be like, damn, this nigga. And one night he'd be sweet as a pie. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you got to be Heckle and Dr.
Heckle and
Mr. Heckle. Them two niggas, yeah. So all I'm saying is that as a man, you have to grow every day, because when they figure you out, your ass is out. When they figure you out, your ass is out, man. You gotta fucking change every day, man. Cause they tell you in a minute, I'm boring. Like my second wife said I was boring.
Really?
How long did y'all date and how long were y'all married?
My second wife? Mm-hmm. I would say we dated for like less than a year, and we got married, Justice of the Peace, and we went down there. And long story short, we was married for like maybe 3 years, and one day she was like acting real grouchy, and she said she wasn't happy no more. And I said, do you want a divorce? She said, yeah. And your ass is out of there. Because, she felt there was something better out there because she has mastered me. Mm-hmm. And don't get mastered by your female, man.
I understand that now.
Yeah, I understand what you were saying. It made sense.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for
what you got. What you got?
It made sense.
I agree with Ralph that I could be heartbroken. I could be broken down. But me, I've been married for 17 years, still married, so I haven't experienced a breakup. I had maybe one high school sweetheart, and then Sean and I got together, so Can't really elaborate on that, right?
Yeah, you and Derek, y'all jump right up in that frying pan. Still
Frying pan.
cooking.
Yeah.
Still cooking, you know what I'm talking about?
And the food tastes better in old grease.
Oh goodness. All right, we're gonna keep it moving. All right, we gonna go a little deeper with this one, y'all. Should you lead your partner in the bedroom or just go with the flow?
In the bedroom?
In the bedroom.
On the floor.
Go with the flow?
Yeah.
Okay. You wanna elaborate a little bit?
I'm boy. I like being submissive in that motherfucker. Do whatever. Do whatever you want to do.
Especially if she down.
Do whatever you want to do with me. I'm whatever. I like it.
I'm kind of like that. And sometimes, though, I want to be straight to the point. Sometimes, you want to, okay, I'm going to let you do your thing. And then sometimes I'm going to go in there and be like, nah, this is what it is. Stop, move, I'm holding you. And that's that.
You got that dog in you, bro?
I little dog. Little dog. Little dog in me.
I would swear.
I'll go with shit. I'll go with the flow too, Derek. Because you think about it. Might be a little bit. If you go with the flow, right? If your flow is right, you'll bring that freak out of her. You won't even have to encourage her. You'll tap into something that you ain't even think she was capable of.
True.
And turn you out. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to keep encouraging her. Whatever, if the sex is bad, whatever, and y'all, doing your thing or whatever, it's cool to give a couple words of encouragement or whatever, a little direction or whatever here in the bed. But if your shit hitting just right, and she loves you and she really likes you, she gonna do whatever the hell it was you ain't even thought of. You know what I mean?
She probably gonna do stuff she ain't even think she was gonna do. Just
wasn't
she wanna
capable
please
of.
you.
Like, goddamn, and then y'all be cooking breakfast tomorrow like that. You know you nasty, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. It could be, you never know. She could have some shit set up on the next vacation, anniversary, Father's Day, birthday, or whatever. Some extra, maybe someone extra in there.
Oh,
Lord,
thank you, Lord.
I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? But it works a mysterious way. But I'm saying, it's all in the hips, bro. Just go with the flow. Because a lot of brothers get thirsty by telling their ladies what they want, what they wish they had, and you talking yourself out the shit. That's not attractive. You know what I mean? She like, that's all you think about? That's all you think about? Hell no, I'm not doing that. So just let the game come to you. You know what I mean? Okay. That's the way I see it.
Ralph?
I mean, be what you want. Be what you was when you was dating. Be what you was when you trying to get her interested and all that. I don't believe in non-aggressive partners. If we started off and you were sending me pictures and shit, you need to continue that all the way through the relationship. You don't get to stop because we 6 months down the line, I done fucked you and all that. Yeah. You need to be what you were all the way through.
That's right.
But you have to also be what you were on the both ends too. I think it's not really about encouraging. You have to keep it going and make it even more intense. I don't want excitement. I want intensity. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of that starts before you get to
every time.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, I've been in many situations where the shit changed and it changed me because my intensity was there, and they always look for my intensity versus what I might want. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, I just think that just maintain your fire, and theirs should follow. And if it don't, make sure you tell them you blowing it.
That was good.
Keisha do anything for $40. That's why I keep 40.
Another one.
I'm going to say this. It's going to sound weird, man. To me, it's a mind thing. And I would have sex with you like I don't know you. Like you're a stranger. Okay. So I keep that mindset like I got to snap out of it after we have sex. Like, oh, damn, I do know you. You know what I'm saying? Not, not that intense, but like, because it brings new things to the situation all the time. For me, in that mindset, I have sex with you like I don't know you, because it's showing my performance.
So let me ask you this: do you think your sex is different if you're emotionally connected to somebody or if you're not?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, if you emotionally, yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
Emotionally,
Yeah.
I'm gonna end up on the good side of all group chats.
What that mean?
You know, women have their own group chats.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So,
You say you giving it all every time.
Absolutely. I'm having sex. I'm not taking this out of my sex because that might be pleasure for me. I'm having sex.
Right.
I'm not getting in the bed like, well, I ain't doing it. I'm having sex.
I can dig it.
Wherever this sex going, we get in this bed on the floor, whatever. That's what we doing. I'm not saying we can't do that because I just met you. Wherever this sex go, that's what we doing.
Yes,
what's
sir.
up, man?
Derek, we've been single at one point in our lives.
Yeah,
right?
when y'all was like
With
6.
black and white TV.
Why you gotta knock the marriage longevity? Why you have to knock the longevity,
When
bro?
payphones
Why
was
you
out.
gotta? He always knocking the longevity.
Jordan was
you
playing
too, and you
those out here.
co-signing for this shit. I'm happily married.
When we had
Jordan-
pages.
Don't worry about that. My sex life
Jordan was still
is
playing.
good.
At one
Man,
point,
it
I
on
was
that.
out here in these streets,
And,
man.
yeah, we was in the streets, right?
One
And
point.
there was always one or two or whoever you really wanted to take down, like have a chance at, right? Yeah. You would really give her the business, you know what I'm saying, if you had an opportunity. Just because we married don't mean we dead.
Definitely.
Yeah, we ain't saying that.
I agree.
We ain't saying that.
She knows.
Don't like my longevity, bro.
But I'm just saying,
Oh, you
it was.
good.
I mean, the Falcons, the Braves, they played in Fulton County Stadium. That was the last time you were single. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, man.
All right. Since we talking about sex,
Hey, I think the live went off.
nice, dude. Yeah. Since we talking about sex, how vocal are you about your desires in the bedroom with your mate?
Very. Why not?
Gotta be.
Yeah, why not be?
I think a lot of people are so, I don't know why it's taboo for some people, but they don't want to go in there and say, hey, now I need you to hit it over here on this side. I need you to go up and down around the corners, this and that. I need you to lick it from the rooter to the.
Right.
For some reason, some people are scared to have these conversations.
Man.
Hey, man, she a fucking stranger to me, so I can do anything.
That's crazy.
Are you having the conversations though?
That sounds like
No, I'm sure a stranger.
prostitution.
I mean, no, mind you, when I say, I would be just as verbal I would be with a stranger having sex. And they tell you, man, it keeps the things going up there. It keeps it fire. It
You
keeps the
don't
fire.
ever miss, man. You don't ever miss.
Yeah, they
what
want
he's
you to
saying.
keep it all the way 100. You better be saying something in there.
I don't think I say anything. She know.
Right.
She know.
Well, y'all been together
Compatible.
since.
I mean,
y'all, when
y'all met
each
in the
other first?
sandbox. Yeah, y'all met in the sandbox.
God damn.
Oh my God.
this
Shit.
nigga,
Hey, baby, we gonna have to come on the show. They trying us.
he done wrote this. He done wrote this. This ain't off the
Hey,
dome.
she
He
gonna
done
be in the
wrote
parking lot when we go out there.
this. He done wrote. He
Y'all
done
ain't
wrote
finna
some
keep
of
talking about my man and me like that.
this. He done wrote some of. He done wrote some of this.
Nah, I don't know how we are, bro. We just find out differently. She introduced something to the bedroom one time. And I was like, well, I guess that's what we doing.
Right.
You know, backing out on this one.
Yeah.
My wife a Scorpio, so she get it in.
That shit don't be true though.
Yo, yes, it'll be true.
That shit don't be
Them
true.
they
I'd
ain't
have had some whack ass
Oh, yeah,
Scorpio.
yeah.
That shit don't be true.
Yeah, they must be on born on the end of the month.
Yeah, you know, they don't even bring up that Scorpio stuff. That junk weird as hell.
We need
It's
Flex here for that.
I ain't in astrology like
Moon,
that. Hey,
Scorpio.
it works for us.
I feel you.
Man. All right. One more question.
God damn.
Just be cool, brother. Be cool, all right? Are our expectations of our women realistic?
You talking about as men?
Yeah.
No. Men be way over the top.
Man, I don't even know how to answer this, bro. To be honest with you.
No,
You don't think our expectations are realistic?
no, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Kurt, I'm looking at Kurt.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna say every man is different. That's different.
I'm still gonna say no because I feel like you got a lot of times we as men we get so caught up in what we're used to, or we get so caught up in what it is that we want, and we want that right then and there, as opposed to being like water and being able to adjust to some things. I'm not saying to the point. I hit the Bruce Lee on him. You know, that's one of my faults. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
Being able to adapt to things. I'm not saying you giving up what you stand on.
Right.
But being able to say, okay, yeah, like Kurt said, yeah, I like fat asses, but she ain't got one. But she's sweet.
She approached them
and
first.
she approached me. And she doing everything that all these other women with fat asses that I've been trying to holler at ain't doing.
Right.
So I'm going to go ahead and give her a shot. I'm going to give her a shot at the belt. That's what I'm saying. I think a lot of times we get caught up in our, I'm just going to sit here and let it be what it's going to be. And if she can't line up with that, then I'm out of here. And in Atlanta, we got so many options. So many options. So you don't have to do the work. You just be like, oh, okay, well, she can. I'll find it in this one. Then you go to another, oh, she couldn't do A, B, and C, and I need D too. Well, let me go over here and just get D from this one, and then I'll come back to A, B, and C next Thursday.
Right.
I mean, everybody, men and women, settle for something.
Sure.
But it's some things that's not negotiable.
Right.
But at what age bracket, let's just put a bracket out there. At what age bracket do your expectations start to, you know what I'm saying? Real expectations start to set in.
Relationships.
You know what I mean?
Relationships. Be like, all right, this shit didn't work with these other 4 or 5 different women. Might as well.
When we start to lower them.
When you gotta change yourself for the better.
And when you can't see your dick in the shower.
Some of y'all was going through that earlier. I'm just saying.
That was a long time ago. You should have been married.
I'm tired of this nigga. That's enough. Enough.
I mean,
No, you good.
most of the guys change when they get into that age where they feel that loneliness kick in. When they getting up in age and you starting to have to go to the hospital, this, that, and the other, and they feel lonely.
That was going to be one of my next questions. I want you to answer first. Yeah.
No.
You ain't got to answer that one?
I do, but it's kind of like on the lines of what y'all say.
Okay.
What you saying this question?
Oh, so what he was saying was, I was going to say, do men actually commit to the woman that they fall in love with, or do they commit to it's just time? Like the timing, like I'm tired. Let me just go ahead and be with this woman. Versus, I know this chick did everything for me, but at the time I wasn't ready.
Right.
So I'm still doing my thing, and she done left and gone. Do you think men more so choose the timing over the woman that really loved them?
Timing.
I say timing.
Yeah.
Timing.
Yeah.
Men make good choices. I would say timing, because the woman you love tend not to work out, man.
And our latter years.
That's the first one we all agreed on.
Yeah, on our later years. Did I say that right? Yeah, you want more companionship.
Yeah. What's that song?
No, men got to decide if they done with their bullshit.
Yeah.
But that that doesn't result to marriage though.
A lot of times they do.
A lot of time it does, and it might be to the wrong woman.
He settles down.
And it might be to the wrong woman. But they don't burn the one that was there for him, but because he wasn't ready.
Yeah.
But everybody ain't getting married at a later age. Some people just want companionship.
True. I know where that's coming from. Shout out my B.
Yeah.
Shout out my B.
Guess it depends on the woman too. I mean, we gotta make sure she on board with this. Hey, baby, I'm done. I'm tired. Let's get married. Well, I ain't this, that, and the other.
Well, if you start off like that, then that's gonna be a problem.
You retired from 2 jobs. Hell, you.
Well, I got some game right quick.
For a third.
We listening, Kay.
Now, let's imagine that a man has a boat, and women are the people that's on a dock, and they go on boat to boat, say, hey, where you going? Oh, I'm going X, Y, and Z. Well, your goals in life. I'm going here. I'm going there. And a woman choose to get on the boat with you and sail into the sunlight, moonlight, sunlight, whatever, sunlight, sunset. Now the thing is that she asks you where you going, and as a ship captain, you shouldn't be asking where she want to go, because guess what? Once you figure out, okay, where you want to go, and you heading in her direction where she want to go, and you say, okay, I took you where you want to go. I want to go over here now. She might say, get me off this boat. You know what I'm saying? She got to be careful on the mate she choose. So you want to be a ship captain and not a ferry boat captain. A ferry boat captain, you know what a ferry boat is? Anybody know what
They
that is?
make many stops.
That makes one stop, like from one side to the other side. And the passengers don't care that you want to go somewhere else. So you got to be careful who you let on your boat. You got to be careful, man, because some dudes just be ferrying chicks, man, through life.
That was deep, Kurt.
I'm telling you. Be ferry boat captains. Be a captain. Don't be a ferry boat captain.
That was deep, my brother.
Be ferrying chicks to their destinations. It's like a taxi cab driver. Have a taxi cab driver you got inside the taxi cab, right? And he driving, and one day the taxi cab driver say, hey, I know I've been taking you to this spot every day. Can you just go where I want to go? You get the fuck out of that cab. You know what I'm saying? Wait a minute. I didn't sign up for this. So you can be careful who you put on your boat, man. They'll flip on you, man.
Hubbard says, at what point do you get tired of doing that shaking and moving?
Being tired. At what point do you get being tired of like the dating games and this and that?
Oh, I mean, good question, man. Believe it or not, if you don't settle down with a good woman or the woman you choose, because men are in control of relationships, so hence the woman you choose. That's why we got to ask a woman to marry us. And, you know, that's when you figure out the game is over. When you say, hey, baby, you know, I choose you. I chose 2 women and it didn't work.
So the question was, is that based off of timing or is that based off of the type of woman you was dealing with at the time?
My second one was timing, and the first one was the type of woman I was dealing with. I was a younger man then. The second time, I didn't have no children. I wanted children. So it was timing for me. I need some lineage. And I have a daughter now.
So do you think, based off of what you just said, that you married for the wrong reasons?
Well, that's a good question. I'm married for...
or selfish reasons?
That's a good question, man. Have me think about it in the next 4 seconds. I'm going to say yes.
Okay. That's big. Yeah. That's big.
I used an analogy a while back, maybe 2 years ago. I think we were on the porch having a couple of cigars about what you were talking about. And that analogy was the game of musical chairs. And when we're dating, right, or comes to marriage, and you're up there in age, when the game is over and the music stops, will you have a chair to sit in?
Me?
Yeah.
With men, we will. You know, with men, we will. We have more options. At an older age, men have more options than women. So, yeah, I'm going to have a chair to sit in.
I agree with that.
Now, I have a better choice now. When I was a young man, people might think when you're a younger man, you got more choices. But believe it or not, women got more choices when they're young.
Sure.
So, but the thing is, women got to choose. Some women think they got all day. Oh, I can keep. You see my inbox? Nigga, I can keep going. But then realize they hit a wall.
You like that inbox, Kurt, huh? You like that.
It's a great analogy,
Number 3.
man.
That's like number 3. Third time.
Yeah, so, man, females got to choose at a young age. So if you think you're going to choose at 45, you're going to have a problem. You're going to hit the wall. You're going to realize that all I got to do is now go 20 more years. So you got to date a 60-year-old. At 40, 60-year-olds is it's your court now. That's where you're playing at, 60-year-olds. Because if I'm 40, I think I'm going to date a 40-year-old, I'm a single man.
That means
40,
you're going to have to compete with the younger man.
Say again?
That means you're going to have to compete with the younger man if you're dating a younger woman.
No.
Not at all.
No.
Older men do compete with younger guys.
No, younger guys.
Am I wrong?
Younger guys compete with older men.
Older men compete with younger guys.
I would say older boys compete with younger guys. Those guys that compete with young dudes, they ain't mature enough to be in their own space.
That's not true. That's not true. Some older guys just like younger women.
But that's not a competition for me. Okay,
For
let's
the
say
same woman.
Right. So let's say
it's not about compatibility. I mean, he just like vibrant women. Like Kurt was about to say, he was going with, A guy in his 40s, in Kurt's case, he wouldn't date a woman in her 40s because she's coming down.
Sure.
Right.
Versus he get a younger woman, she's vibrant. She's more this, that, and the other. Me being who I am,
Okay.
I don't date younger women. I'm just not into it.
That's right.
Because of they too goddamn vibrant for me.
Okay.
I'm coming down. I want my woman to
Come
be
down.
coming
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Sure.
He said men.
I said men.
Listen to what I'm saying though. Older men, I agree with. I think you said it. Older men compete with for younger women. Absolutely.
No, we agree with that.
But
We said men.
Maybe your reason. You said boys. Older boys.
Because he said older men
What's an
compete
older
with young.
boy?
Somebody that ain't sure of themselves, like a 50-year-old that sag his pants. That's That's an older
That's
boy.
style. That's
that
something
younger
that is
woman.
competing.
Because
Skinny jeans.
Rakim sag his pants.
Skinny
Right.
jeans.
A younger
It-
woman that might be attracted to a younger man, right?
A younger woman.
Okay. That you like.
A younger woman is attracted to a younger man.
Okay. And that older man that's attracted to the same woman may have to compete with that younger man for that woman.
I agree that they compete for the same woman.
Okay.
I agree with that. I'm not gonna say because of the reasons you say. I'm just saying he's attracted to younger women.
Right.
That ain't got nothing to do with how confident he is in himself. He just like younger women.
Older men tend to have more resources, so the younger men is always competing with the older men.
Right. I agree with that. So on the flip side is what I was just saying. You shouldn't, as an older man, I don't compete with younger men. Or they shouldn't. But the ones that do aren't sure of themselves.
If y'all both single, Derek is you're 33,
37.
so he ain't young enough. Let's say he's 33,
Right.
and you 45. Y'all like the same woman. What's the difference?
Am I dressing like a...
What does that have to do with
It has
anything?
everything to do with because my mentality is not based off
You could
of...
wear a 3-piece suit and still be attracted to the same lady.
Right.
But she may
I'm not
not like
competing with
that.
him at that point. I'm not competing with Derek at that point.
You're both competing for her because she might like both of y'all. She
Right,
just got to
but
decide
like-
which one she wants.
He may know what she likes.
Like Kurt said, my resources are gonna win over whatever he brings to the table.
That's not necessarily true.
She may.
And-
she may
Believe it or not, y'all, women ain't broke no more.
We're not saying that. We're not
Listen what I'm
saying.
saying. You see what I'm
But you
going
know
with
what
that?
it is who's gonna dish out the more money to me?
Exactly.
That's all it is.
That's
So
not
if-
older man is
true.
If he
competing with the
rapping,
younger man.
if he a rapper,
If y'all,
and I'm
if y'all-
retired.
If y'all only think y'all pockets gonna get women,
It
y'all
is.
the simps.
No,
We not
if you-
saying the
if you-
pockets.
If you go on
resources, resources go beyond pockets.
When you gotta spin out your ass for a woman, your mouth game is terrible.
yeah, that's what the new game is.
That's
now.
what this
That's,
is.
Exactly.
that's what y'all. I can't talk to y'all. Y'all ain't trying to talk to another woman in 2 decades.
And I
can't
saved a
talk
lot
to
of
y'all.
money.
I'm just, but
I'm just
from me
saying.
being young enough to be on YouTube
Yeah.
and see these dudes who go on the streets and
See,
talk
you,
to women.
you saying something that you see it on.
but this
TV,
is the
that's-
system.
This is what they
the
living
system,
off of, though.
Listen. You was
They on
you was
their
like
phone
6
more
when you
than
met
they
your
out.
wife, and you was like 20. Y'all, I can't talk to y'all. Y'all been out the game too long. I get y'all got friends. Your friends lie to y'all. If your mouth game
got
is,
game.
if your mouth, you do not. You
I
got a
do.
wife. You ain't game wasn't even
I got
invented
all
when
the
you was out
game.
there.
She know I got all the
If
game.
you got the charisma, you can get any woman you want.
That's true, but if a dude's under the street giving out these interviews to women and this is what they're saying, this is what it is.
Every woman,
Then it just depends
Do
on where
not-
you go.
every
and who you
woman
talking
don't
to.
want your
Every
pocket,
woman
man.
is that.
every woman
If
do
you're going
not
for a
want
young
your
woman,
pocket,
they are.
man.
If you're going out for a young woman, they are.
Trust me,
They
brother.
are.
Trust me. I tell you what I know, not what I heard.
I have a question
Every
for y'all.
woman don't want your pocket.
Man, what kind of 20-year-olds you know?
I have a question.
Right.
Why do women like older men?
Security.
What is it?
Why do
Security.
to answer this question?
Mental
Do
stimulation.
women normally go for men that's younger than them?
You know,
or older
you
than
know what a
them?
younger
Majority.
woman told me?
What?
Why she like older men? Because she didn't have to help him.
Security. I just said
He's
that.
going to spend that money.
No. She didn't have to help him. Not saying that he has to help her. She doesn't have to help him.
So it's natural. It's just a natural thing that
So
women
it's
like older
security
men.
for both of them.
Right.
Don't nobody want nobody
Security
that I
mean
got to
money,
just
don't
be
it?
there.
But in
listen what
time-
I'm saying. She doesn't have to help. Younger men usually ain't got shit, right?
Okay.
So she don't want to date him because she's gonna have to take away from her to help his ass. So she dates older men.
Right.
That's it. It ain't got nothing to do with his pocket. What he can give her. She just don't want to have to help his ass.
I agree with that totally.
All right, and that one woman versus how many?
I don't know. I raised 3 of them. They all feel the same way. And I got grown women
I totally
that I
agree with that.
raised.
Totally agree
So
with
the
that.
money don't matter.
The money don't always
help.
matter.
No, the money, I say it's
talking
security.
Y'all talking about social media women.
I
I'm
say
talking
it's
about women. I'm
security.
talking about women outside these doors.
I'm not talking about just money.
Come out there in the street with no money and
Crespo,
see
look
what
at
happens.
You light skinned. Don't nobody want you.
I don't care.
Y'all
I'm telling you, y'all lack
tired of the
confidence with
motherfucker.
me.
I'm tired of
I'm
this
just saying, man.
Okay.
A lot of shit happens because y'all
Everybody
can't
want me.
talk.
I used to have good hair.
You know what
I
y'all
don't have
sound
hair
like?
no
You know what y'all
more.
sound like?
But we good.
You know what y'all sound like?
What?
Inbox dudes that can't talk. And if you meet a woman in person, you wouldn't know what to say with her, but you know everything to say on the computer. That's what y'all sound like to me.
I know you don't mean that.
Absolutely, I mean that. That's what y'all sound like. Inbox guys. Absolutely. You think that you have to show your whole hand to get a lady. You don't have to give her nothing.
I know that.
If your mouth game is straight, you don't have to give her nothing. I just taught y'all something today. In this
Depending on
damn
the
show, I'm
age
ready to go
bracket.
home. It don't depend on it.
That should have been the first question.
My son,
Next time, lead off. Refuse like this dark skin.
Now it's my fault. Now it's my fault. I started with the wrong
Cause he
person.
loud and shit. I give you true fact on YouTube. They don't be out in these streets talking no 21-year-old women.
I got a
What can you
25-year-old
do for
son. He probably. I'm not gonna do you like.
Yeah, you gonna know. You gonna do it like that. You gonna do
He
it
probably
like
could
that.
teach you something.
In this show.
You been out the game too long, dog. When I hear y'all talk, I hear 2 guys that's married in the house.
That's right.
Telling me the game that they remember when they was out here.
That's right.
That was how long you been married?
Yeah.
I'm done talking to you.
How long you been married?
17.
Hey man, Ralph Hall gone. Hey, thank y'all for coming out this year. This is our last show for the year.
Hello,
We
man,
gone.
before you go, check it out, man.
Meet this nigga on Car's Corner. I'm gonna kill that nigga on my show.
Hey, check it out.
Hey, yeah, shit to do.
I'm gonna try to end a little bit of in my opinion.
That shit you get.
Is that younger women are more advanced than the older women. You gotta agree, right?
Yeah.
Because they're looking ass now. You gotta agree, right?
So that makes them more advanced.
I'm just saying. I mean, sexually.
More okay, sexually, yeah.
Like back in my day, females didn't.
But let me
profess
ask,
ass.
but
Okay.
in that aspect, how long is that gonna keep a man around? Like that's good for that moment. But is that you licking ass versus somebody that brings a lot of other things to the table? Is that gonna make me marry you versus the other chick that's bringing a lot to
For a
the
young man, that's perfect.
Oh, yeah,
Old
for a
man,
young
not.
man.
But that's the thing.
Yeah.
Those young men grow up to be old men with these experiences. You know what I'm saying?
But growing up, you change the things that are important to you. Your priorities change.
And guess what? I have been hearing from older women. What's that saying? Big dick energy. I heard somebody say that. And do you know my answer to that was?
What's that?
How long you been taking dick that you like big dicks?
Wow.
Why do you prefer big dicks
He
now?
from another planet, bro. I'm telling you.
You know what I'm saying?
You still ain't talking shit.
Yeah, don't come in here now. You left. Go on and get out of here.
with your instability.
Don't come back.
Get out of here with your instability. Get out of here with your instability. We don't want nobody in here in the soundproof hunger room with no instability. We wholesome Christian men.
But
We that love our ladies.
That's what I wanted to say, man.
We good.
All right, man. Hey, again, we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Soundproof Hungry. Like I said, this was the last show of the year. We're going to come back at the beginning of the year. We're going to have some more stuff. We're going to have more forums in this. We might even have a female forum. You never know what we can come up with.
I like
you know
those.
what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So we can all learn about each other. But anyway, y'all know where we at. We on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Apple, Spotify, TikTok. We on all platforms. Check us out. We love y'all. Y'all be easy. I'ma holla.